Malik al-Ashtar was a unique caliber of a human being. Let me tell you something about him. So At-Tarimmah, who was one of the incredibly devoted companions of Amir al-Mu'mineen, and later encountered Imam al-Hussein on his way to Karbala. I'll leave his story for another time, but At-Tarimmah was someone who had exhibited incredible strength of character in defense of the truth and in defending his master and his Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen. There was an encounter between him and Muawiyah, which is worth a read if you can look it up, where he goes to Muawiyah, completely humiliates Muawiyah with his approach. But I'm skipping through all of that because I want to mention something that he said to Muawiyah. Muawiyah said to Tarimmah, listen, go tell Ali ibn Abi Talib. This is before the Battle of Siffin. He said, go tell Ali that I am sending him so many soldiers. I am filling the battlefield with what he called khardal. Khardal is what's called mustard seed. And mustard seed, if you've ever seen it, it's one of the tiniest seeds. It's about 1 millimeter in diameter, so it's very, very small. Muawiyah said, I am bringing so many people to fight with him that they will be like khardal. And they will gobble up the water of the river Tigris. And they can then spit it back into the river Euphrates. In other words, he's describing the sheer military prowess that he's bringing to the battle. But the description he uses is mustard seeds. I will fill the plains with these tiny mustard seeds, all of these thousands upon thousands of soldiers. At-Tarimmah responded to Muawiyah. He said to him, okay, well, there is something you haven't thought about, something you've forgotten, which is that Ali ibn Abi Talib, let's not talk about him for a second. You don't need Ali. He has Deacon Ashtar. He has this rooster called Malik. And this rooster is going to pick all of these tiny little seeds of yours and then store them in his gizzard and then go and feed his soldiers with it. In other words, Ali ibn Abi Talib is one thing. Malik al-Ashtar is going to destroy you and your entire army. You've forgotten to factor him into your equation. Malik was someone that Amir al-Mu'mineen describes like this. He says he is more severe on the fujjar min an-nar. He is more severe on the evildoers than a menacing flame. His strength was legendary. He was someone who was above and beyond even the closest confidants of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Malik wa ma adraka ma Malik. The Imam himself says. He says he was like a mountain. Malik was someone that the Imam sent to Egypt, and he said in his letter of appointment as the governor of Egypt, he said to the people that you should follow him because everything he tells you is a commandment from me. If he says to you, you should fight, then you should fight because I am saying so. He's a spokesperson for Ali ibn Abi Talib. This was Malik al-Ashtar. And yet, the strength of Malik isn't found on the battlefield of Jamal and Siffin. The strength of Malik, the bravery, the courage of Malik al-Ashtar al-Nakha'i is found when he's walking in the streets of Kufa, and this group of kids, these delinquent little teenagers, they try to play games. And so one of them grabs a handful of dirt, he makes a ball with it and throws it on the back of Malik al-Ashtar. When Malik turns around, these kids realize that they've just messed with the wrong person. This is the top lieutenant of Amir al-Mu'mineen. This is the talk of the town. This is the icon. This is Malik al-Ashtar himself. They all begin to shiver, saying, we're all dead. Malik keeps going. The kid runs after Malik, and he notices that he walks into a mosque. You must have heard the story. He runs after him, begging him. He falls to his feet. Malik says, what happened? He said, I was the one who threw that dirt on your back. Malik said, well, that's why I'm here, because I've already forgiven you. But I came to this masjid so I could pray 2 units of prayer and ask Allah for your forgiveness as well. That is strength of character. That's someone who's able to curb his desires, who's able to tame that beast within, who's able to do the right thing at the right time.